Welcome to This is Paris, your behind-the-scenes look at everything Paris Saint-Germain. On the programme this week. In Ligue 1, we look back over the 3-1 win for Les Parisiens against Nantes despite being down to 10. We don't owe anything to anyone, so we're happy. Then we're off to meet Gianluigi Donnarumma to talk about the young keeper's ambitions. For this season, I want to win as part of this team. Finally, we travel to Manchester, where Paris challenged City for top spot in Group A. Sometimes you know how to play without the ball, defend well, and how to counter. After 2 weeks on international break, Paris Saint-Germain returned to Le Parc des Princes on a night of festivities. On Saturday, the 20th of November, the supporters group in the Auteuil stand celebrated their 30th anniversary. And there was good news on the field as well. Maurizio Pochettino with his full arsenal at hand. For the visit of 11th place Nantes, the Argentine tactician lined up with a trio of Neymar, Messi and Mbappe, supported by Verratti, Gay and Paredes in midfield. But despite the Stars' entrance to the pitch, the real spectacle was in the stands with the Virage Auteuil turning every head in Le Parc.
I want to send my felicitations to 30 years to the Virage Auteuil, and I think it's a fantastic thing. Always support the team and keep going there and trying to be enjoying this amazing football club.
Bernard Lama, who arrived in Paris in '92, a year after the birth of the collective, came in person to salute them. Buoyed by the unwavering support of their faithful, Les Rouges et Bleus wasted no time springing into attack. The proof was in the pudding, served up on just 1 minute 41 seconds. The Canaries stunned. Kylian Mbappe netting his 7th goal in 30 league matches, the fastest of his career. Well, I feel good, I'm happy. I play in teams where I'm put in great situations. That helps, and I hope that always is the case. Mbappe and co went for the jugular. Le Parc was buzzing as they laid siege on Alban Lafont's goal. 8 shots alone in the first half.
We should be score more goals in the first half. I think we played really well. Many good things happened in 45 minutes.
We played really well in the first half. Frustratingly, we couldn't make the pressure count. In the second half, Paris seemed to lose their edge and the Canaries suddenly got in behind with a ball over the top. Keylor Navas taking out Ludovic Blas, the Costa Rican sent off to leave Paris a man short for half an hour. Not easy and soon complicated with Randall Kolo Muani, who caught Sergio Rico out at the second time of asking.
I think the team again with the men show great character and I'm so happy for them.
Far from cowering, Paris back on the attack. Despite the numerical disadvantage, Messi leading the charge, but a huge slice of luck from the unfortunate Appiah. But Lionel Messi wanted more. And with just 3 minutes to go, the 6-time Ballon d'Or winner accelerated away and offered the perfect present to the Auteuil collective, a stunning first Ligue 1 goal.
I'm so happy for the first goal of Leo in the Ligue 1. I'm happy for him and for the team. I think this is so important.
In the end, Paris running out 3-1 winners with 10 men to prove this group, when questioned, come up with answers.
I am so happy. I think happy because the player made a fantastic effort and happy for them, for the team, of course.
We don't owe anyone anything, and that's good preparation for Wednesday. No time to waste. Less than 48 hours after their heavy defeat at the hands of Lyon in Division 1, the PSG women lifted off en route to Madrid for the fourth round of the Champions League group stage. A welcome change of scenery and a chance to recover as much as possible after what has been a particularly busy November.
Depuis le match de Lyon, on n'a pas eu beaucoup de temps.
Since the Lyon match, we haven't had much time. We came back yesterday and left this morning. So the main thing was mental recovery after a third match in a week.
Au troisième match en une semaine.
3 wins from 3 meant Didier Ole-Nicole and his squad had the opportunity to stamp their ticket for the knockout phase at the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium in the Spanish capital. Even better, victory would secure first place in the group with 2 games to spare. Well, having won 4-0 in the reverse fixture last week, Les Parisiennes wanted above all to prove the defeat in Lyon was simply a blip. After a sluggish start, the French champions started to take control of proceedings. With half an hour played, Ramona Bachmann's free kick was inch perfect for Marie-Antoinette Katoto, decisive once again. Confident but maybe wary of burnout after the physical toll of matches in quick succession, PSG chose to manage the situation. Never truly worried, they upped the tempo with 20 minutes to go. Led by the skill and turn of pace of Sakina Kashawi, the French international creating and scoring a memorable goal. At the final whistle, Paris 2-0 winners and officially qualified for the quarter-finals. Even better, 4 wins from 4 without conceding a goal. Didier Ole-Nicole's ladies confirming top spot in the group. After having started the Youth League slowly with 2 draws to start, the PSG under-19s have quickly rediscovered top gear. 2 victories against Leipzig meant they could qualify for the knockout phase at Manchester City. But to be sure to continue their Youth League adventure, it was necessary to beat City at their house. To achieve that assignment, Zoumana Kamara called upon the trio of Simons, Michoud and Gassama, unstoppable since the start of the season. A choice that almost paid off immediately as the 15th minute. Xavi Simons recovered the ball, launching Jede Gassama, only to be denied. Yet 20 minutes later, Paris on the front foot again. Xavi Simons, the instigator. Jede Gassama again in. This time the Parisian striker didn't miss. PSG with the lead going into the break. But there was no chance of letting up, so as soon as the second half started, the visitors went for City's jugular. Jedi Gassama again causing the English side problems. The 18-year-old clinical again to grab his 5th goal of the competition. Despite their lead, Paris didn't take a step back, and they ended the contest 10 minutes from time thanks to William Odobert. (3-0) and the young Parisians en route to a big result. Finally, they took their foot off the pedal and were punished. City's goal appeared to reawaken Paris, who pushed to shut out any slim chance of a comeback. In the end, it was job done, and now face Club Brugge in a battle for top spot in the group. Coming up on This is Paris, an exclusive interview with Gianluigi Donnarumma. Then we look back on PSG's trip to face Man City in the Champions League. At 22 years of age, Gianluigi Donnarumma has packed a lot into a short career. A European champion with Italy and winning the Lev Yashin trophy for the best goalkeeper of the year. It needs to be said that for Donnarumma, it's his calling.
Sì, è un ruolo difficile, no?
Yeah, it's a tough position, and yet it constantly fascinates me. And it's true that today I'm proud to be able to say that I play this role and that I'm a goalkeeper. After it's certain that I've been influenced by my big brother, also from a young age I was never afraid of anything. I think that makes it natural to have taken my place between the sticks, and soon it was clear I had the talent required to go to the very high level. This is when I fully committed to the profession. The work is not the only reason for the ride of the giant Parisian goalkeeper. Gigi Donnarumma, at only 22 years of age, has been impressive in the air as on the pitch.
È stata sempre una mia forza non sentire la
Being
pressione.
pressure-proof is always one of my great qualities. You could say it's fortunate because since I started playing, I've always felt pressure, but in a positive way. It gives me strength. When I was younger, and I went on the pitch, I didn't feel any pressure, and that was an advantage. Especially when you're 16, you go into a stadium like the San Siro in front of so many people, it could be overwhelming. But for me, it went really well.
Metto tranquillità alla squadra, no?
Well, it allows me to transmit my calm to the rest of the team, and that's something that's so important as a goalkeeper. You have to have this ability to spread calmness even in difficult moments. You have to be able to calm the team down, to transmit confidence. It's really indispensable for a goalkeeper who wants to play at the very highest level.
Le cose fondamentali per un portiere per andare a livelli altissimi.
A calmness that is ever present. He's also an exceptional athlete, which allows the nearly 2-meter tall goalkeeper to show a rare sharpness.
Non è difficile, ma è una delle mie qualità.
Well, one of my other qualities is my explosiveness, even though I'm very tall. It's a characteristic that's always made me a goalkeeper a little bit different and that I cultivate it. I try to work on my agility and be able to be fast on the ground and be quick. It's really an aspect of my game that I work a lot on, so that my height is not a defect, but an advantage.
Non è un difetto per me.
Gianluigi Donnarumma never stops working, perhaps because he knows he still has plenty of room for improvement despite his young age.
L'importante è sempre apprendere.
Well, for me, the most important thing is to keep learning. To take advantage of every situation, whether it's the advice of a goalkeeping coach or during the training sessions. You have to use the training to prepare yourself as well as possible and to work on what can happen in a match. That way, you go on the pitch and you're ready for anything. So it's true, some people might think it's tedious. I love working here, especially with great teammates, the staff, and all the people around the club.
Sto benissimo qua.
Everything is going well for the Italian goalkeeper. He's now looking forward to the rest of his first season in Paris.
Per me, in questa stagione,
well, for me, what I want this season is to win. But as a team, I want to win Ligue 1. Lift the Champions League too, because it's one of our great objectives. We're a big team, and above all, we know that we can beat anyone, and therefore win the competitions. Of course, we know that there'll be difficult matches. We'll have to suffer for the victories. But when you want to win, nothing comes easy. We'll have to fight, train hard, follow the coach's instructions, and take every match as it comes until hopefully that final, and we can hopefully advance to reach our dreams. The games keep coming thick and fast for the Paris Saint-Germain ladies. Against Reims, the Parisians were playing their fourth game in less than 2 weeks. Heavy legs to be expected when they face Reims. And yet at home, Les Rouges et Bleus attacked the match by keeping the ball on the deck. And their determination was rewarded as soon as the 5th minute. Leah Khalifi's goal, kicking off a festival of football. And just a quarter of an hour later, Paulina Dudek got her head to the ball. Second headed goal, Paris 2-0 up. And then Leah Khalifi completed her brace. Stunning free kick to give the French champions the 3-0 lead. The hosts weren't finished there, as thanks to Kadidiatou Diani, Paris grabbed their 4th. And they still didn't let up in the second half. PSG's demolition job continued when Sandy Baltimore scored from the penalty spot. Cool as a cucumber to keep the scoreboard ticking along. And before the end, Jordan Huitema added her name to the score sheet. Six becoming 7 as Kadidiatou Diani would later add her second. As the end of the year comes into focus, so does the schedule for PSG become congested with little breathing space. That highlighted as not long after defeating Nantes, it was Manchester City away in the Champions League. Despite the busy schedule, Mauricio Pochettino with a full squad for a rare time, Neymar, Messi and Mbappe, and a first sight of Sergio Ramos, a reason to smile.
Il a perdu, regarde. Tous ces pions, ils sont là. Mais le jeu, c'est de les mettre ici. Et là, il a changé de jeu parce qu'il est énervé.
The only dark cloud was the fitness of Verratti and Wijnaldum, both carrying knocks. The final training session on the Etihad pitch, a last test before the XI could be named. In the meantime, Marco Verratti expected to join Pochettino for the press conference duties. Then the two men rejoined the group, getting a sense of the conditions on the pitch. First bad news though for Paris. Verratti and Wijnaldum would only be fit for the bench. But for the second match running, Neymar, Messi and Mbappe starting with the trio of Gay, Paredes, Herrera in midfield. The next day at the same time, there was now 2,500 passionate PSG fans to show their support for Poch and his men. Paris with the chance to qualify for the knockout phase, and why not first place in the group to boot? Shirts out, the stars readying to shine as they prepare to face the champions of England. Star men warming up for a task that would be complicated, especially when facing City, even with the vibrant away support. City had lost just once at home all season and had the quality to deprive Paris of the ball. Well, we knew before the game it would be complicated, difficult to get the ball off a team like City. They are a team built to keep the ball. Very quickly, Herrera's prediction bore fruit. City would go on to monopolise possession. Paris themselves had the weapons to respond.
Yeah, first half I think was difficult. I think Manchester City forced us to play deeper and sometimes good, not so good situation. Yeah, but we suffer. It's about to suffer in this type of level in Champions League again a team like Manchester City.
City pushing forward on the attack, but Paris were holding their own and waiting for their moment to try and pounce. Sometimes you have to know how to play without the ball, defend, and know when to counter. Goalless at the break, it was now the time for the Parisian magicians to create. Messi, Neymar and Mbappe unlocking City's defence. The hard work was only just beginning, as now Paris had to repel City's advances. Sadly, it was without success, as the English champions levelled. Not enough to break the Parisian spirit, on the contrary. With a quarter of an hour to go, a 43-pass move ended with Neymar just missing. Against this team and others in the Champions League, if you don't score, they'll punish you. Illustrated minutes later. Manchester City coming from behind to win 2-1 and secure first place in the group, but not all loss. Paris qualifying for the last 8 for 10th season in a row.
The qualification is there, but we wanted to be first. Yes, disappointed about that.
Tough examination, but Paris still marching on. Well, it's true that we wanted to be first, and it's an advantage for the rest of the tournament, but it doesn't change that much.
Ça change pas grand-chose.
Last year we were first, and yet we faced Manchester City, Barcelona and Bayern Munich. In the Champions League, there's no easy games. There's no easy games, so we have to be ready.
On est prêt pour tout.